The Champions League final between PSG and Arsenal ends in a 1-1 draw, with PSG winning 4-3 on penalties, 5-4 overall, and they have been crowned champions of Europe for the second time in a row. Hello everyone, my name is TIK and this is TikTok's Football. So this game actually started off real quickly with Arsenal taking the lead in the 6 minutes of the game. And then after Arsenal took the lead, we saw PSG, trying to attack, trying to, put more pressure on Arsenal, putting intensity, but it's just that they couldn't find the opportunity to score. But then in the second half, PSG were able to equalize, courtesy of a penalty being awarded to them after Mosquera, committed an aggressive challenge on Kvaratskhelia, which Dembele was able to convert, to bring the French side back level in the 65th minute of the game. And so that was how the match ended after 90 minutes. Then the match went to extra time. No team could score, and then it went to penalties, where PSG will ultimately win 4-3 against Arsenal and be crowned winners of the Champions League for this 2025-26 season. And then in terms of the stats, we saw PSG having more possession of the ball in this game, with the French side averaging 75% of the ball, while Arsenal only had 25% of the ball in this game. Then PSG also had more total shots and more shots to target, with the French side having 21 shots, Arsenal having 7 shots, and then with PSG having 4 shots on target and Arsenal having only 1 shot on target, which was the one that put them in front in the 6th minute. Then we saw in terms of the XG, PSG also had more XG because of course they created more chances than Arsenal, with PSG having an XG of 1.77. while Arsenal only averaged an XG of 0.44. And then in terms of passes, PSG completed a whopping 887 passes, while Arsenal could only complete 285 passes. But then, to wrap up this football analysis, there were also some records that I would say were being broken in this final. First and foremost, PSG become just the second team after Real Madrid, in this current 21st century, to win back-to-back Champions League trophies. Because as you remember, Real Madrid won it back-to-back 3 times in a row in 2016, 2017 and 2018, and now PSG have now done it again. They have become the second side to do it in the history of this Champions League competition in this 21st century, winning it last year 2025 and also this year in 2026. But that's not all. In terms of as for the Arsenal side, Arsenal reached their second ever Champions League final for the first time in 2 decades. The last time that they reached the Champions League final was back in 2006, where they lost, unfortunately, to Barcelona, in France, in Paris, I guess, yes, in Paris. And now, tonight at Budapest, they lost a game, but this time to PSG, enjoyed their second ever Champions League final, in 20 years. And so that's an unfortunate one for Arsenal, by the way. And then, of course, as you know, as I just said before, Kai Havertz was one that put Arsenal in front, and it becomes just the third, player, to score in the Champions League final for 2 different clubs. We saw Cristiano Ronaldo do it for both Manchester United and Real Madrid. We saw Mario Mandzukic do it for both Bayern Munich and Juventus, and now Kai Havertz has done it for both Arsenal and Chelsea, because he also scored the winning goal for Chelsea against Man City in the 2021 Champions League final. That was 5 years ago. And so this was how the final went. So PSG are officially your 2026 Champions League winners, and of course all we can say is congratulations to PSG, to Paris Saint-Germain, for winning this trophy once again. They deserve it. And it shows that they have been by far the best team in this game. It was a highly, expected, matchup that everybody was looking up to, and PSG have won it all. Well, as always, that's it for me today, and that's your football analysis for this wonderful big Champions League final game between PSG and Arsenal. And I also want to know your comment section down below. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, and what you think about this game, and who you think was your best player, your player of the match, your man of the match in this game. Make sure to also like the video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, TIK Talks Football, and also turn on your bell notification so as each time I post a video, you're always notified. I appreciate you so much for watching once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.